going to start a new computer chapter, which is how does a computer work. So in our previous lesson we have learned about the different parts of a computer, right? Now we will learn how does a computer work. So children, as you know, a computer cannot work its own. So we need to enter letter, numbers, pictures and instruction into the computer to make it work. And all these things like letter, numbers, pictures and instructions that we are giving to computer to make it work are called data. Okay, so different parts of a computer do different type of task. A computer works in three basic steps. What are these? Input, processing and output, which is also known as IPO cycle. So a computer works in IPO cycle. And what is the full form of the IPO cycle? Input, processing and output. So let's understand these three basic steps by taking an example. When a teacher asks a question, we hear with our ear and sees with our eyes. So here eyes and ears are input units. Our brain stores everything that a teacher says. Then it thinks of an answer. In this way, the brain works like a processing unit. Then after thinking of an answer, it orders us to speak. When we answer with our mouth, it works like an output unit. Let's take another example of input, process and output. Suppose you want to drink some fruit juice. So you ask your mother to give you some fruit juice. Now what will your mother do? She will cut some mango cubes and put it in the juicer, right? Now here the mango cubes are input. That means the fruits are the inputs here. Next, when your mother switch on the juicer, it will start making juice out of the mango cube. That means juicer machine is the processing unit here. After that, mother poured the mango juice from the juicer machine in a glass. So which is our output. So here fruits or the mango cubes is our input. Then juicer machine is our processing unit. And last, the juice or the mango juice is our output. In the same way, to do any work in a computer, we have to follow these three simple steps: input, processing and output. You can see keyboard is a input device. Then through keyboard we will give some data or instruction to computer, and this data or instruction will be processed by CPU. You know the name of the box, CPU or central processing unit. So basically CPU will process the data or instruction and then give the result through output device. What is the name of this output device? This is monitor. So keyboard is a input device, CPU is a processing unit and monitor is the output device. There are several other input devices are there like mouse, scanner, webcam, trackball, and the most commonly used input devices are keyboard and mouse. Now we have already know that in computer processing take place inside the system unit or the CPU. Okay, so this is also known as system unit. So system unit is a box like case. You can see that it's like a box case. So it contains parts like processor, hard disk, motherboard, CD drive and many other parts. If you open the CPU box, you will see processor, hard disk, motherboard, CD drive and many other parts. It is also known as CPU and the full form of CPU is Central Processing Unit. Now, after processing, CPU forwards the result to output devices such as monitor, printer, plotter, headphone and speaker. Output devices allow us to receive information from the computer. So, after processing, we need to store the data, right? So there comes the usage of storage device. So storage devices help us to store data on the computer like hard disks, CD, DVD, pen drive, data reader. These all are the example of storage device. CD and DVDs are used through CD drive or DVD drive and pen drives are used through the USB port. So that's it for today students. Hope you have understand the chapter and enjoyed the chapter as well. Later I will share some worksheet on this chapter and thank you so much.